Hello everyone, Manithral here, and welcome to a comparison video. Now this comparison video is going to be comparing RuneScape 3 to OSRS. Now I know there's probably quite a few people out there who have done something similar, but let's explore it, and this is honestly my first time really exploring it. I'm actually going to start bringing OSRS stuff to the channel. So some of you will be very happy about that. Some of you are not going to care, etc., etc. But what I'm going to be start doing is I'm going to have OSRS news, and I'm also going to have RS3 news. So I'm going to be covering all bases for RuneScape for now. But I wanted to check some different features out. Now currently I have the OSRS client downloading, which actually makes me happy because I love playing on a client. I don't like playing in a browser anymore. It's just something I kind of got used to. But the first notable thing I've noticed, now this is something that might be subject to change later on. If so, I will be probably doing different comparisons down the road, and I'll bring that up then. But right now, I'm actually home from work because I'm sick, and I have actually I went to go log in, and I noticed this. There is significantly less players on RS3, because we're talking anywhere from, I want to say 50 to 100 on average. Occasionally you have little blips that go above, like 144, 219, 175. This one has 1,078. Now, you do need to consider the fact that for the U.S. Eastern Standard Time, so this is like New York time zone is usually the comparison. It is a little bit before 9:30. However, if you go over to RS3, sorry, my little furball buddy here decided she wanted to join us for this video. If you come over here, though, to OSRS, this is, the current, the player basis is actually pretty strong. Here, the average player, amount of players is about 300. Well, actually, probably a little higher. I want to say probably either 300 to 400 is the average players on these worlds. Although there's a lot of 200s now that I'm going down further the list, but there's also a lot of over 800, and now there's a few worlds right here that have 0 players. But that's actually pretty good. Now, one thing I think both of these games can actually benefit from is dropping some worlds, because as you see, there is a lot of different worlds. There is roughly 230 OSRS world servers. I think it does skip at some points through the numbers here, but there's roughly that many server worlds. And when you come over here, I'm also going to start that download, installation. I accept install. Okay, so over here it's very similar. You got the occasional skips, but here there's only 141 worlds. So, there is that many players spread across 230, where here it's only spread across 141 roughly. And that's actually not accurate, because if you see down here at the bottom especially, it really highlights it. It skips from 124 to 134, and then it skips from 120 to 123. So there is the occasional skips, and it's really heavily seen at the bottom here. So as you can see, there's actually quite a bit of substantial difference in player base. Now this is current, though. So it could change in the evening hours, which is why I said I want to do more comparison videos. So installation has been completed. For some reason it popped up onto that. And finish. So that is the initial comparison. Up next, I actually kind of wanted to load OSRS. So we shall see about actually loading it up and playing it. Yes. So we're going to see about playing this, and like at least the setup section and the tutorial section is what I'll go through here. I want to see if it's the old tutorial, like in Tutorial Island from the very, very original, versus everything else. Now that brings back memories. This is probably either the second or third login page that I remember from whenever I first started playing RuneScape. I started playing RuneScape, I want to say it's back in 2004. I remember I started playing shortly after they did all the removal of discontinued items. Wow. You can tell I haven't ever done this shit because the music's kind of loud, and I usually have that turned down just a little bit so my voice is louder. There we go. Okay, so yeah, I remember that too. I like doing this. Oh wow, it. Okay. What? I just want World 70. That's the world I want, World 70. Why is this? Why is it all over the place? So that's actually one thing I'm not a big fan of. It seems kind of random because some of these worlds, and like as something I actually like about RuneScape in general, they have a broad range of different theme worlds, so people can be like, okay, I want to do this, and there's other people doing this, so I'll go to this world. But I'm not into PKing or anything like that, so I guess I'm going to go for 330. I don't know what that is. So I'm an existing user for this part. Boop. I am going to use my one account. I don't know how this will configure into this one. Like, I don't know if I'll need my authenticator and stuff like that, because this is okay. Yep. So I used my main account. My main account is it's my oldest account. It's not my hardcore account because I don't know if I don't want a chance there being an issue. So, as you can see, I did log into OSRS on this once, but that was about 12, almost 1,300 days ago. Alright. So apparently I did do some stuff. Oh wow, look at that. But I don't remember having any of this stuff. So all my stats, yeah, they should be pretty basic. You know, unless they skip some stuff. Alright, so first things first is I gotta go into settings, because obviously we're not playing on this kind of a screen setup for you guys. I just want settings, man. Okay, that's the options. There we go. Now we got full screen going on. That's already better. Okay, so wow. Yeah. This is definitely different. This is going to take some getting used to here. Alright. Why? I didn't... Oh my god. Okay, so that's something I'm going to have to remember. Alright, you got to run everywhere. That's law. Okay, there's got to be more setting options. Advanced options, there we go. So I got resizable bar. Okay, that's all good. Always hide roofs. So there is a little bit of stuff that is kind of nice. I wish there was better view distance. I really do. Especially playing on the size screen I have now. So it looks like they do use some of the newer models. Wow. I forgot how, if you will, how spoiled we are in RS3. Wow, that actually brings back memories seeing that. So it says there's a lot of players on this, but I think they're all pretty well doing the similar thing. Wait, that's not a shortcut. Oh, it is a shortcut. You have to jump over it, though. Okay, so one of the things I always like to do in the beginning, and I'm just going to try to make my way back to Lumbridge, because I don't think lodestones actually exist in this version of the game. Okay, one thing I gotta see here. Wow, this game is so much different. Oh wow, it's loaded in chunks. So I can't currently do anything there. There's gotta be... Is there a view distance option? I really want to go back to using WASD. Oh wow, I remember when the tutors were all actually just walking around like that. Armor for Armor Adam. Let's talk to him. Iron Man thing. So I know in regular RuneScape there is... Who's Nigel? Account check. Wow. This this is so different compared to what I'm used to. Okay, I don't think giant rats are actually something I have to be worried about right now. Don't remember those two. Hey, the mining section. And this is back before the money pouch too. So I want to mine. But yeah, this is the one drawback I'm definitely going to say is the view distance. I'm not a big fan of the view distance. I'm not a big fan of this part. Like, I remember mining and smithing being like this. Oh my god, that looks super zoomed in. That looks a little wonky like that. Playing this version, I always feel like I have to be scrolled out super far. Maybe right here. That might be the best bet, because you can't really see much more than that. Well, actually, yeah, this is the view that gives the most amount of view. Wow. So, if you're looking to play an older style game, yeah, this is perfect. I might not do much on OSRS, but I definitely will play it here and there. Maybe mostly on the app itself. Hey, I got a mining level. See, that part actually feels good, because now I'm a lower level. I can actually get a lot of levels this way. But one of my my oldest training method is to always go ahead and start over here and then work my way down and then come back and then get to Slayer, and then when I get to Slayer, that's when I work combat. So that's my old method. So Dungeoneering is not in this version. Okay. You can tell it's been a while since I've been in this time frame, so... Especially when I say Dungeoneering is not in here. And it seems so weird to be playing this again. And it seems so weird to be doing something so simple as mining to see a difference in the game, in the map. So, this is OSRS. I'm actually going to pin this to my taskbar, this way I don't have to find it again. But now I'm also going to load up RS3. So, that, as you can see, is one way of doing things. Now here is RS3. Here, I'm doing a comparison video of this one. So, the first thing we notice is, obviously, all that advertisement in the beginning. But a big thing is graphics. Look, the graphics are a huge thing. Now I'm going to take off the outfit that I currently have on. And another big thing is the traveling. Because, well, I had to run from here all the way there. And we're just going to go this way. We're going to travel along this just to show you guys the differences. The graphics are better, and there's that fence. But you see here's where it automatically changed. Like, you had to run all the way out around. Don't gotta run out around. The view distance you can see really far. Although certain things like the cows and stuff might not be rendered in until you get closer, but man, everything else is. The adjustable size of the map is kind of nice. But running all the way down, it's not something you have to do anymore. The smooth movement is kind of nice too, because look, you know, he's... Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot. had him stop there. But like it's more of a rounded instead of jagged when he turns, which is kind of nice. That's something that's new on the an XT client. Definitely feels like it's been a shorter run just to get down here. And there is some similarities still between the games. Obviously, the map layout. But like here's where I'm currently at mining. There's Hollow Tooth. Okay, so now they're not always there. But then you switch over to this, and this is what you see. And I can't do my... I don't think I could do WASD for the mouse. Well, not the mouse, but the controls. See that? 2 buttons, yes. Well, now what if I turn that off? Because I never use it anyway. Yeah, that's still that. So there's some stuff you could actually do. I guess your shortcut keys for that kind of stuff. Alright. Chat effects, profanity filter. I always turn that off. I mean, who cares, right, guys? Oh, that's different. Got the music. Oh, sorry, guys. Like I said in the beginning, I am a little under the weather. So there is no controlling of this. I don't like that. That's one thing I do not like. But look at the graphics difference. One thing that's a big deal to me is being able to use WASD for camera movement, and then view distance. To me, those are the biggest changes that I would have personally, like maybe a potential dilemma. The other part is like completely relearning this game, because I don't remember the best spots to mine copper and tin, you know, back from so long ago. So like, this is going to be basically a noob playing RuneScape for the very first time, because it's been so long since I have played this version, at least, of RuneScape, which is really makes it interesting. So I hope you guys enjoy these kind of videos. The comparison videos won't be too frequent, but I did want to do a comparison video to start out, and probably at least one more. But the updates and patch notes for our OSRS are going to be coming to the channel, so do keep that in mind as well. But this is definitely interesting. So that'll actually be it for this one, though. So thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, later, guys.